Imagine a camera so advanced, so refined, that it challenges the very idea of what's possible in compact cinema gear. A camera that's not just a tool, but a creative companion built for modern filmmakers. What if I told you that the Sony FX30 II is rumored to do exactly that? In this video, we'll uncover everything you need to know, from specs and leaks to real-world impact, and explore how this camera could transform the future of APS-C filmmaking. If you're someone who dreams in 24 frames per second, if visuals are your language, then hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this is your digital filmmaking home. Now let's begin. To fully grasp why the FX30 II is such a big deal, we have to rewind the clock. The original Sony FX30, launched in 2022, was a major moment for independent filmmakers and content creators around the world. It marked Sony's aggressive move into the mid-range cinema world, delivering tools traditionally reserved for big-budget productions at a fraction of the cost. The FX30 was compact, powerful, and equipped with color derived from Sony's high-end Venice series. For many YouTubers, music video creators, wedding filmmakers, and indie storytellers, it became a workhorse camera that just didn't quit. The FX30 democratized filmmaking, giving access to 4K 120 frames per second recording, log profiles, professional audio ports, and dedicated cinema features, all without needing a second mortgage. And that's exactly where the FX30 II enters the story. Sony isn't just releasing an update. They're reinforcing a vision, making cinema-grade tools accessible, portable, and smarter than ever. The FX30 II isn't just Sony's attempt at a sequel. It's a response to a rapidly evolving creative landscape. Over the past few years, content creation has changed dramatically. Filmmakers today are not limited to studios or sets. They're shooting documentaries in the jungle, travel reels on mountaintops, short films in urban alleyways. This new generation of visual artists demands mobility, power, and intelligence in one streamlined package. Sony knows this. They've been watching creators push boundaries with limited gear, and they're ready to empower them with smarter tools. The FX30 II is rumored to fill the gaps left by its predecessor. Things like even better low-light sensitivity, smarter autofocus that can detect a subject's pose or movement, enhanced battery efficiency, and better thermal handling for long shoots. It's being launched at a time when competition from Canon, Blackmagic, and even Fujifilm is fiercer than ever, and Sony is aiming to lead, not follow. At the center of the FX30 II is a rumored 26.1 MP backside illuminated CMOS sensor, likely an enhanced version of the one found in the original. The BSI design improves light gathering efficiency, resulting in better low-light shots with minimal noise. The sensor is expected to deliver a wide 14-plus stops of dynamic range, which will let cinematographers retain detail in both shadows and highlights, even under extreme lighting conditions. From a sunrise-lit cliffside to a candle-lit dinner scene, this sensor aims to handle it all with cinematic grace. One of the most exciting updates is the expected dual native ISO system, allowing the camera to maintain cleaner image output in both bright daytime and low-light evening scenarios. Whether you're shooting a wedding reception in dim lighting or an interview under strong artificial lights, the camera intelligently switches between two optimized ISO ranges, giving you that clean cinematic look without heavy post-noise reduction. Autofocus is where Sony might pull away from the pack. The FX30 II is rumored to incorporate AI-powered subject recognition, similar to what we've seen in the Sony A6700 and A7RV. This goes beyond simple face or eye tracking. We're talking about a system that recognizes humans, animals, birds, and even insects, not only by their eyes or heads, but by posture and movement patterns. Imagine filming a moving subject in a crowded scene and your camera understanding which person to follow and why. That's the level of intelligence we're heading toward. Video recording is expected to be one of the strongest points. The FX30 II is likely to support 4K video at 120 frames per second, internally, without crop. This opens up creative doors for high frame rate slow motion sequences that remain sharp, vibrant, and professional. Expect internal 10-bit 4:2:2 color depth in XAVC-SI codec for rich gradability, and 16-bit raw output via HDMI for those working with external monitors or high-end workflows. With S-Cinetone, S-Log3, and HLG picture profiles, the FX30 II will likely deliver the same cinematic tones as Sony's Venice, right out of the camera. Stabilization is another critical upgrade. The FX30 II is expected to include a refined 5-axis in-body stabilization system, with up to 8 stops of compensation, allowing handheld shooters to move freely without needing a gimbal. Imagine walking through a wedding aisle, a forest trail, or a busy street with full stabilization. Your footage remains buttery smooth. Build quality is also expected to stay faithful to the FX series' minimal, cageless design philosophy. With a rugged magnesium alloy body, built-in thread mounts, and fanless cooling or improved heat dissipation, the FX30 II will continue to appeal to run-and-gun shooters. It's also expected to include dual card slots, supporting both CF Express Type A and SDXC card for fast, reliable, and redundant data capture. Lastly, the camera might introduce subtle but powerful firmware improvements, such as custom LUT imports, waveform displays, focus mapping, and timecode sync, all of which make multicam and on-set workflows significantly easier. Industry chatter suggests that Sony might unveil the FX30 II around late 2025 or Q1 of 2026, possibly in conjunction with new accessories or software features. As for the price, the FX30 II is expected to hit the market somewhere between $1,800 to $2,200. This keeps it firmly within reach for serious content creators while justifying its pro-level feature set. It's a sweet spot that allows it to remain competitive while incorporating cutting-edge tech. If you're already using the original FX30 and are happy with your current workflow, there may not be a need to rush. But if you're looking for better autofocus tracking, low-light enhancements, or smoother stabilization, waiting could be worth it. For those who don't yet own a cinema camera, the FX30 II could offer the best entry point into professional-level filmmaking with minimal compromise. However, if your project deadlines are tight or your gear is holding you back, a second-hand FX3 or FX30 might be the smarter move in the interim. Timing your investment based on your needs, not just the rumors, is key. With every generation, Sony is not just releasing cameras, they're redefining what's possible. The FX30 II is a testament to how AI, computational photography, and cinema engineering are merging to create smarter tools. We're entering an era where your camera doesn't just record, it understands your subject, adapts to the scene, and anticipates your next shot. In the coming years, we can expect even tighter integration between camera bodies and cloud services, real-time editing tools, and perhaps even voice-guided framing or gesture-based controls. The FX30 II, in this sense, isn't the end. It's a major step forward in that journey. So there you have it, everything we know so far about the upcoming Sony FX30 II. What features are you hoping make it to the final version? Do you think Sony is playing it safe, or are they setting a new standard for APS-C cinema? Let's get the discussion going in the comments. And as always, if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're always in the loop when the next big camera drop hits. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep shooting, keep creating.